would have had a camera on me, but it's dark time now, so yeah, I'd rather have you guys have something than just looking at darkness or you know. But other than that, though, I welcome you to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony G. I'm actually doing a part two, I guess you could say, or part one again, and things for those that come into the room and things. Yeah, we can have a conversation. I want to have a conversation. This is in regards to RIP for the Democratic Party, and I want to just hear you guys' take on that. Is the Democratic Party are they done or not? So that is the topic of discussion and things. So we're going to try to stay on topic. Again, I am your host, Tony G. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and kick it off again. I told everybody I'll come back and do a continuation. You know, I'm over here picking up, dropping off as well. And I'm sitting over here about to grab myself a little bite to eat. But yeah, so other than that, yeah, you guys are more welcome to into the room. We're going to be talking about the state of the, of the Democratic Party. So it's like many people say, it's not the Kennedys' Democratic Party, that's for sure, and things. So it's amazing how far the Democratic Party has fallen in things because they used to be for like blue collar. They used to be for like, the little man, the little guy, and things. So, a lot of blacks have gravitated towards the Democratic Party and things when you got civil rights. You also have affirmative action, all these other types of programs and things that the Democrats have, set up in order for them to be able to have a voter block. But the problem is simply this: is it working in modern day and things? So um, where they went, where they came from, and where they're going now, this whole progressive thing, this whole weird tandem, this type of narrative that they've been following and things, though, which is really, really weird and things. So this progressive, far leftist type of stuff. And again, this is why a lot of liberals, right? A lot of liberals have voted the other way because this particular party that they call Democrats are out of touch with society and people. So that's the thing about that. So as we start to, ponder, as we start to go further down the path here for regards to the Democrats. I want you guys to tell me what you think. Do you think that the party refers to Democrats? Trump MAGA? Yeah, that's what's up. Son of Cool stated that, and I have to agree with Son of Cool. Yeah, because I believe that the new MAGA party are former Democrats that have put birth back into the small guy, middleman. In fact, they're for everybody, I would say. And that's my opinion and things. I think seriously that the MAGA now is remind me is pretty much like a revamped Democrats 2.0. And some of you guys, would y'all agree with that or not? And I'm gonna read some of your comments and things. Let me see here. Ryan Bender says, "Get me a double cheeseburger." Yeah, I'm over here at Nicki D's, Ryan. As you can see, I got to get myself a little something to eat. You know how I do, you know. Yeah, Son of Cool says Trump MAGA. MSC 86 says has supporters are okay. Has supporters are too. Uh, MS okay. Sorry about that. SMC 86 says, You are, okay, you are the laughing stock of the world. Son of Cool says, We are the true Americans. We take care of all kinds that love America. Yeah, we do. We do. We are true Americans, though. We're for everyone. We are for everyone. We're not for any particular group of people. Yeah, we are for everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Ryan a cheeseburger over here. What you want on that cheeseburger, sir? you know, you know how we do later on that night. Get a little something to eat. Yeah. Yeah. So Son of Cool says we are the true Americans. As I said before, we take all kinds that love America. That's true. But yeah, man. I mean, um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get that man a burger. I know, right? He got the cheeseburger, man. I would love to do a shake, man, but I'm lactose intolerant, man. I've been craving for a shake, man. I've been craving for a shake, but I can't do it. I'm lactose intolerant. I am lactose intolerant, man. But this place in Detroit is called Nicki D's, man. Instead of Mickey D's, it's Nicki D's. It's one of these diner, we call them Coney Island places over here. Man, they got all type of stuff, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, anytime. You know what? It'd be nice if they had goat milk shakes. Unfortunately, this place don't have it going on like that. But yeah, you're right. No lactose. I can do it if it's no lactose. Or sometimes I take my lactose tablets or pills beforehand if I'm gonna consume some type of dairy. Cheese don't bother me as bad, but after a while it start building up. So I minimize as far as with the cheese and stuff like that. But yeah, I welcome you guys into the room and things, man. I appreciate the support as well too. All is welcome. All is welcome. We can have a great time over here while I'm over here chilling at Mickey D's. I'm out. Much love. I appreciate you, son of cool. All right. Much love back to you, though, sir. Back to you. All right. Yeah, you can hear the loudspeaker, though, right? All right. Yeah. Got some curves, boy. I tell you. Oh, yeah, Jim K says goat milk has no lactose. You know what? I'm not really for sure though. I'm not really for sure, regards to if it has lactose or not. But yeah, I heard that it's better than cow's milk. I have heard of that before. I don't think I ever drank goat's milk, but it's expensive now as far as drinking goat's milk. But I'm gonna have to check it out. I've been messing around with different type of milk and stuff like that, but experiment. I need to be tested though, for real. All right, thank you. Yeah, I just got a corned beef sandwich, some French fries, and a fruit punch. Got my straw in there as well too. Yeah, that's what I'm about to eat on a little later. But I want to do this live with you guys though. You know, yeah, I got mustard on it too. Yeah, on rye, you can't have a corned beef sandwich without mustard. Or Russian dressing. Unfortunately, they don't have Russian dressing, but which is what I prefer. But mustard is cool. You know, how do y'all eat your Reuben? Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what Jim K says. Oh man, starving now. I know, right? Oh yeah, I know. That's how I was feeling though, Jim K, man. Shoot, man. Get a little of this going on here, man. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on this freeway, man. That's what I'm about to do right now. I got to get on this freeway, man. Yeah, had a little bit of a drive ahead of me, but it's all good. I'm riding around here in the D. It's so cold in the D, y'all. It's so cold in the D. It's cold in the D, man. Yeah. Why does it have to be cold in the D, man? That's all I'm asking. Why does it have to be cold in the D? It's so cold in the D. 94 West. All right. That's all right. I'm gonna get ready to turn back around there. Yeah, what y'all got going on over here? Let me read. Yeah, a hot corned beef sandwich with Swiss, caramelized onion and mustard, right? Spicy deli mustard, and you know what? And that sounds good too. And it wouldn't be a deli or corned beef sandwich without a pickle. Gotta have the pickle, right? When I go to the Jewish delis, you know I'm gonna always get that pickle, right? You got to have that pickle. You know, if you don't have anything, you gotta have a pickle. You know, yeah, got to have that pickle. Yeah, but it's all good though. All good while I'm in the hood. All good in the hood. Good hood. Yeah. So let me see here. But you said rye with a pickle on the side. Yep, pickle on the side. Some people don't like the pickle. I do like the pickle though. The pickle is what's going on though. You know. Yeah, I like that pickle, man. Yeah, I'm over here in the D. It's so cold in the D, boy. Let me see here. What you got? Pickle. Yeah, dill pickle. None of the butter sweet crap. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, man. That is, I appreciate the like too, by the way. Yeah, that's the thing about it though, man. I love a good corned beef sandwich. I love a corned beef omelet while we're playing, man. I can take a corned beef omelet and make it happen like the captain. It's all good though, man. Sometimes with breakfast, you know, but yeah, I'll do the corned beef omelet, man. Have y'all ever had a corned beef omelet? Man, that's like a beautiful marriage together, man. Let me see here. Dill pickle. No, no. Okay, you read that. Okay. Make that too. I know, right? Oh, yeah, man. I got y'all going hungry right now, man. Over here in Detroit in the hood, getting something to eat, you know? Because as an Uber driver, man, you know, I'm going to use it a little bit of everywhere. And yeah, some of the best places to eat is usually in the hood. You know, you got some nice hood places, though, you know, in the inner cities. Boy, they got some hole in the walls, man. Chinese from Chinese food, Mediterranean food, Mexican food, all type of stuff, you know. Barbecue, roadkill. There we go. If you ever get up by Fenton, uh, get mega corn beef stand. Okay, best I've had. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Hello from Windsor. Man, that's what's up, man. I spent a lot of time in Windsor, man. Man, check you out over here in Windsor. I get my first Windsor person, man. I got some friends over there in Windsor right now, man. I talked to him earlier today. Man, I used to go over that border. Man, you gotta tell me what's up in Windsor. I haven't been in Windsor since last year. But yeah, man, y'all got a lot of homeless over there, man. Y'all got a lot of homeless over there, man. Y'all really do. Um, Let me see here. Sean Hansen says, "What's up, though? What up, though? Yeah, what up, though, to you too, sir? I'm over here in Detroit, day 12, you know. Yeah, been here ever since I was 3 years old." Jim K says, "Be well, broski. Safe travels." Thanks. I appreciate it, Jim K, man. I appreciate you stopping by and checking out my live and everything like that. Yeah, I just got back from Nicki D's in the house. Nicki D's, man, you know. Got myself a hot corned beef sandwich, you know, because when you out here driving, man, you can get hungry after a while if you ever did Uber, Lyft, and all that type of stuff, you know. I think one day I'm gonna do a special segment. So I'm gonna try to see how I'm gonna do it where I'll drive and pick up, drop off, have some conversations, you know. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that'd be real cool actually. Yeah, but man, I appreciate you guys coming on though, man. Detroit do got some nice eateries though around here. Let me see here. D Tag says, "I'm Detroit born and raised, baby." I know, right? Just came back home for the auto show. Yeah, that's what's up. Man, if anybody that don't know, man, we know him for the auto show. Yep, in January, in the coldest month. And I usually go all the time. We got Autorama now, as D Tag already know. Yep, I'm sorry, not D Tag, DTCG. Sorry about that. But yeah, yeah, we got the Autorama going on, or had it going on. It's already passed now. But yeah, we have the auto show, then the Autorama. Detroit, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Detroit has some of the best food here. Don't sleep on the pizza, 313 style pizza. You gotta go to Buddy's. Jets originally came out of Detroit. We also have Coney Islands. You already see me come from Nicki D's. Yep, 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 yep. TCG know all about it. He knows all about it though. All the spots. Elmer's, that's a hole in the walls place off of Oakman and Tyerman. Over there, you will find one of those like slider burgers. We have Tailway, we have Bates, we have the Braves. We have a lot of we're known for the burgers around here, like slider burgers and stuff like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Barbecue Roadkill say Mexican Village. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Don't leave out Mexican Village, southwest side of Detroit. Yeah, I was well. Yeah, technically, I was kind of like over there. I don't stay too far from southwest side Detroit. Went over there on by Spring Wells, you know. Yep, and you go, you know, you got Central and all the rest of those areas over there on southwest side of Detroit. But that's where you go if you want real Mexican food. You want to go over there, you know. You got a lot of Hispanics and Latinos over there cooking Mexican food. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, beautiful thing. We also have the largest Middle Eastern population here in Detroit as well. There's a lot over here, man. You talking about from a shawarma sandwich? We got Lebanese, we got Iraq, we got Iran, we got Jordanian, we got let me see here, Yemen, right? Those are like the main ones that we actually have. We got some Palestinian people. We got an assortment. Oh yeah, don't leave out Greek Town, downtown Detroit. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, the Greeks, man, they can throw down with that lamb. Same thing with the Middle East. All of it is over there in that Mediterranean area. Yeah, they do great, great cooking when it comes down to that lamb. Chicken, lamb, beef, you know. Oh yeah. Detroit got some good barbecue too, man. The place called Vicky's. It's a little hole in the wall barbecue place. Detroit is the type of place you can pull up in any gas station in the hood and you'll see that big old barbecue pit. They do that in the South too, but you know how it go. Because Detroit has a lot of Southern roots here in Detroit. Somebody got, you know, Southern ties. Like my family is Alabama, South Carolina. You got people from Mississippi, Georgia, you know, all these type of areas. Tennessee, that's another one. We got a lot of people from Tennessee. I'm 4 hours away from Chicago. Windsor is like about 30 minutes. That's our South Side, Detroit, Windsor, Ontario. You know, the Canadians over there too, which are real cool. I got friends that are Canadians over there, and you can go over there by bridge or by tunnel. Now they're working on another bridge as well too, which is going to be called the new Gordie Howe Bridge and things. It's kind of this is the football bridge coming up, guys. I want y'all, if y'all look straight ahead, it's shaped like a football. They built this when we had the Super Bowl here back in the early 2000s. This bridge was built. It's called a football bridge because you can see the football indentation over there as well. Kind of giving you a little bit about Detroit. Right now, this is 94 freeway right here and things. So, you know, so 94 freeway, Detroit, and things like that. So, yep, going to the airport, you know. But yeah, so other than that, man, I welcome you guys with all open arms in my warm embrace. So, you know, but other than that, though, so yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts about the Democratic Party? Are they done for, or do you guys feel or think that they still got some fight in them? Because we're gonna talk about it, and like I said before, when the Democrats with the Kennedys and they were for like the blue collar, little man and all that other type of stuff, minority groups, all this type of stuff before it started becoming really weird, you know? And what I mean by weird, I'm talking about real far left, what is it, policies that were what we consider to be progressive, you know? So that's what my title is today. You guys can chime in on it. I appreciate the likes too, by the way. But yeah, you guys can chime in on it. It's all good. But yeah, I just wanted to get you guys' opinion, what your takes are on that, you know, because right now, man, they being hammered right now, man. More and more people are just leaving the party. They're just shipping over to the MAGA, you know, MAGA Trump, and for very good reason. Because when you look at it, I personally feel this. This is the way I think. I think that the MAGA Republicans are that new Democrat, right? From, you know, with a twist. I really do. So you guys can chime in on it and talk about it and stuff. Yeah, I'm over here in Detroit, working out in Detroit at night. I got to do what I got to do, you know? Money is good, doing Uber, doing Lyft. You get people in the car. You know how that go, you know. Some good, most are good though, man. I haven't had no like serious problems or nothing like that. You know, most of the time I'm a people person and I treat people pretty good, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Coach P said, "What up, though?" Yeah, that's a classic Detroit one when I hear that. What up, though? You know, yeah. What up, though, to you too, sir? Yeah, what up, though? What up, though, dog? What it do, though, man? You know? Yeah. Around in Detroit, that was like the word back in the days. What up, though? We still use it though. What up, though? Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, Coach P, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. So what do you think though, Coach P? I mean, what do you guys think, man? You think the Democrats still gotta fight? You think that the party is all washed up? You know, what do you guys think, man? And yeah, you got some people here from Detroit, man. That's what's up. Yeah, Detroit, boy. Detroit, boy. I can tell you guys some other things about Detroit. If you may not know, yeah, Detroit was founded by a Frenchman by the name of Lamont Cadillac, and that's what GM called the Cadillac vehicle. You know, the luxury vehicle. Yeah, he called it a Cadillac. By Lamont Cadillac. You know, from France, and this is why you'll notice like Detroit has a lot of French names and stuff. You know, over here in Detroit. So it's has a French history for Detroit. Detroit is also an interesting city as well because we're known for or were known for the automotive. You know, the Motor City, Motown. You know, Hitchville, USA, Berry Gordy. You know, from Marvin Gaye. We had the Temptations. You know, we also have Michael Jackson, what's it, Martha and the Vandellas or whatever, and we also have Diana Ross and the Supremes. You know, that was my mother's era. Though they were called glamour girls back in the '60s and stuff like that. So yeah, so Detroit has that history. You know, uh, Coach P says Young's Barbecue. I'm familiar with Young's, sir. Young's, Majors. Yeah, yeah, you got some good barbecue. Yeah, sound like a Detroiter. Yes, sir. Pete Pilot says sometimes things must be destroyed in order to be rebuilt. Yeah, I agree with that too, though, Pete Pilot. I agree with that too, sir, you know. But yeah, Detroit, man, and I will have the camera on me. Normally I do it sometimes, but it's just so dark here. I'm dark skinned too, man. You guys wouldn't see me but my teeth, man. And it's the truth too, man. I tried it and tested. All you see is teeth. That's all you see tonight is teeth, man. What is this? What is this? A Cheshire cat? Man, you may as well call me the Cheshire cat. What is this? Alice in Wonderland? What the? But at any event, yeah, if you can't make fun at yourself, who can you make fun of? Yeah, man. So other than that, though, yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on the live tonight. Shoot, what am I? I wasn't doing much. I said, you know what? I love doing lives, though, man. I like interaction with you guys, man. We don't have to agree on everything, but it's all good. Young's barbecue. Man, we got some great barbecue here in Detroit, man. Detroit, boy, I tell you, the Motor City. This is where it happens, man. Man, you got to try our pizza here, too. We got the Chinese food, man. We got all type of ethnic. We got you covered here in Detroit. All Detroit is southern roots, just in the city. That's all it is. We just north of the South, but we still are the South. You could ask anybody from Detroit, they're gonna have some southern roots. That's exactly what it is, though. Somebody from Tennessee. Excuse me. I'm trying to clear my throat. We got people from Kentucky, Arkansas, right? You also got, of course, in the South, Alabama. Well, I got relatives there. South Carolina. You also have, besides those, I already said Tennessee, I think. Yeah, I did. You also have Georgia, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got Southern roots, man. All in the Carolinas. So this is where Detroit, I mean, there's restaurants in where that place I left from, Nicki D's, they still sell grits over there, man. Grits is still a staple. Grits and all that, fish and grits. Some people that know about that from let's say from over there in the Carolinas, fish and grits. Yeah, boy, I love talking about food. Thank you for the likes, by the way. Boy, I'm repping Detroit big time, boy. I got some Detroiters in the house. That's what I'm saying, though, man. I always show Detroit off, man. No matter what they say, you guys that never been to Detroit, you gotta come to Detroit, man. Y'all have to come to Detroit, man. We're gonna take good care of you, whether you white, black, and other. Come to Detroit, man. Don't worry about what the news have to say, though. Detroit is gonna be a place that you would consider. It's a very beautiful place. When you come to Detroit, what else is Detroit, man? Detroit known for a lot of things. Oh yeah, now Coach would know this. Detroit actually has we have our own soda pop, which is Verner's. Verner's is our ginger ale. We don't do that Canadian dry stuff around here. You know what I'm talking about. We don't rock with that. We rock with Verner's, right? Detroit has its own soda pop, which is Fago and Town Club. These are the two soda pops that have been around for a long time. In fact, the factories are still here. So we still got a soda pop factory. We got like 3 of them here in Detroit. We used to have much more, but Detroit was also known for its automotive as well as its steel industry, right? We have the Rouge Steel in River Rouge, which is in the downriver area. One of the few places that still you will see a drawbridge, tugboats, that kind of stuff here in Detroit. You know, what else Detroit has going on? Before we get started. But Detroit, man, yeah, like I said before, this is the type of place that people are very friendly because people they're really descendants from the South, Southern hospitality. So that's why I say I always show Detroit off as a city with pride, blue collar, hard working. We were the one that put the automotive on the map here in Detroit, just like with Motown for the singing. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man, right? But these fries are pretty good. Yeah, there could be too many of them. But yeah, crinkle cut. When's the last time y'all ever had crinkle cut French fries? Not the regular ones, but crinkle cut. Crinkle cut French fries. Not bad. They are good. Every now and then, you have to have hot fries with salt and ketchup. You know, sometimes if they're too good, I don't even need the ketchup, but ketchup. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, you guys can chime in. But yeah, man, Detroit. So I love talking about Detroit. You know, we sit over here. What is it, Detroit River? In the summertime, you can ride the Detroit River Princess boat. It's not that much, but you know, you can have dinner on there or lunch. I think they got a dance floor, dance club. You can take your lady or lady friend, and you can go down the Detroit River. So yeah. And on the other side is Windsor, Ontario, Canada. You know, shout out to the other Canadians. Hmm. But it's all good though, man. It's all good. I appreciate you guys coming on and checking me out. Man, it's like dark out here, man. I'm just over here waiting on my next victim, waiting on my next passenger. But have any of you guys visited Detroit or from Detroit? You know, I know everybody got relatives in Detroit now. You know, that's another thing though too. It's a city, the Detroit Lions. Boy, our Lions was doing pretty damn good, though, I got to say, man. We were doing pretty darn good, though. The Detroit Lions. How about them Lions? You know? Yep. The comeback kid, you know? We used to suck really bad before. Yep. Yeah, we had some great running backs. The best one that ever did it, in my opinion, was Barry Sanders. We had Billy Sims, you know, going back. We had some, let me see, it was a Lomans Brown, Benny Blaze, all them guys. And they played at the Silverdome. Anybody from Detroit know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We had Megatron. We had a lot of talent that come through here in Detroit. Pistons. Yep. Detroit basketball. Yep. People know what I'm talking about from Detroit. Mm-hmm. Stand up if you're from Detroit. Yeah. Yeah, these French fries are good. It's always good with ketchup, man. You can never go wrong with ketchup. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are quiet over there in the chat. Oh, yeah, bad boys. There you go. I mean, there's some excitement now. Barbecue Roadkill say, yeah, bad boys, man. Yep. Man, I miss that bad. I remember the bad boys era. We had Isaiah Thomas. We had, let me tell you, I run down it. Bill Lambier, right? James Edwards, right? Joe Dumars. Sometimes Lindsey Hunter. Rick Mahorn. Um, Dennis Rodman, right? The Worm, you know. Let me see here. Who else? That's the main squad from the bad boys that I'm playing. Am I leaving out anybody? Hold on for a minute. Say Isaiah Thomas. We had some other people that wore the uniform for a minute. AD, what's that? AD Danley. Danley, he was on the team back in the days. Kelly Patruka. There was a lot of other ones that was on there for a minute. That was a bad boy. Mm-hmm. You know who the coach was, barbecue roadkill? Hey, the coach was, you already know, Chuck Daly. Yep, Chuck Daly. Yep. We are solidified in history, man. When we beat the Lakers, was it in 89? 88, we could have done it, but a couple of bad calls and some hating. 89, 90, it was a three-peat. And I believe in 91. Yep. Detroit. Man, these fries are good. Yeah, man, it was a three-peat. Remember though, barbecue? Yep. Man, I love Detroit, man. Yeah, I love Detroit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we came back with the other team with Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, Chauncey Billups, right? Rip Hamilton, remember? Oh yeah. I think we won it in 2004. Because I remember going to the Palace and watching the Pistons. Yeah, we got history here in Detroit. Yep, good times, man. You're right. Good times, man. Good times. Yeah, I miss that era, man. To be honest with you, barbecue, I haven't watched the Pistons since. I mean, even the days with Andre Drummond, I haven't really watched him or Blake Griffin and those guys. It didn't seem to be the same because we always had like a team, you know. Detroit was always around a team. We just didn't have one guy outshining everybody else. We always made it off of teamwork, you know. Teamwork made the dream work. Yeah, man. That was the thing about that. I miss those days, man. I miss those days. I know you saw that 30-30. Yeah, featuring Detroit. Yeah, a lot of history here, man. You know, Tigers. Yep. From 1984, bless you boys, when we won it. Mm-hmm. Yep. The Red Wings, hockey, when we won it. When we had Steve Eisenman, we had All's Good. It was all good. We had let me see here, Sergei Fedorov. Man, we had a lot of talent, man. Even for the hockey. Yeah. Good times, man. Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, they really come. Yeah, Detroit come into his own. The Russian Five. You are correct. I think I named a lot of them too. Sergei Fedorov is another one. Yep, the Russian Five, man. And we ended up winning Stanley. Remember when they threw the octopus down there on the ice rink? Yeah. But so barbecue roadkill, are you still here in Detroit? Because you already know that they got rid of the Joe Louis Arena. You know, we got the Little Caesar Arena. If you hear or not, I know you know. Yeah. I love talking to other people about Detroit that's from here. You guys, it's a place that y'all got to visit. Y'all really got to come here and visit, man. I'm in Florida, but still work summer up there. Okay, got you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know very much about Florida because I've never been there, but I know y'all get a lot of tourists. A lot more things to do outdoors. I'm sure some areas can be very expensive. A lot of people from Detroit is there in Florida too. I got a friend of mine, one of my lady friends. She's living there. She's over there in Tampa. You know, I said I was gonna go down there next month, drive down there and visit. Hmm. But yeah, Detroit. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you guys. Let's talk about Detroit. If this topic is dead, we could talk about Detroit. I should do a special segment highlighting Detroit in all of its positive glory. In fact, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I hope it's a good day tomorrow, nice and sunny, because I would love to take y'all on a ride along about Detroit. Hmm Now I'm gonna show y'all the best areas of Detroit, especially downtown, and therefore you guys can see it, for yourselves, because I got a camera in here as well. But yeah, you guys can basically be able to see it. Yep. But anybody that's been here know, everybody say how nice and friendly people are here in Detroit. Yep. Just more down home. We're not like Californian people where we're like fake and phony. We're not like that here. People will help you. You know, but yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Man, I can tell you so much stuff about Detroit. Don Skrilla says, I'll be down there PM for a concert. Yeah, that's what's up. We have great concerts here, man. Oh, yeah. Yep. Skrilla. Yep. That's another word I hear, too. I hear that a lot. Skrilla. Oh, yeah. Certain type of words, being from Detroit, you know. Yeah, we got a place called Cuzzo's. I think Cuzzo's is still here. Yeah, Cuzzo's. Yeah. But yeah, he has on an interesting menu. You'll hear like a lot of Detroit vernacular, where he talks about I think the what up dough is a breakfast, and then he got the 7 mile, 8 mile. Um, we have a lot of miles here in Detroit, by the way. When Eminem did 8 Mile Road, any Detroiter would tell you that we have miles here. So when the miles start going up, and the higher the number, the more in the suburbs you are. 8 Mile Road is the border. It's like from Detroit to the suburbs. Anything north of Detroit is considered the suburbs. And then anything south of 8 Mile, depending on where you are, but most of it is Detroit. And 8 Mile is a divider. It's a divider between the city and the suburb. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 8 Mile Road with Eminem. Yeah. So that's mainly what it is, as far as with Detroit. There's a road called Telegraph Road. Let me tell you about Telegraph Road too. Little history about it. Telegraph Road is a road. If you drive the speed limit like you're supposed to, you're never supposed to get a red light ever. And that's why they call it Telegraph Road. True story. Barbecue Roadkill says, got the green mile. Okay, the green mile down on 8 Mile. LOL. Dispensary. Oh yeah. Barbecue Roadkill made a good point. You can drive down 8 Mile, and we call it is the green mile because all you see is weed dispensaries straight down the road. We got so many of them down 8 Mile alone. Man, we got a lot of weed dispensaries, and not just on 8 Mile, but we do. From what is it? I can name some. We got the House of Dank. We got Bud and what's that one? Uh, there's so many of them. Urbana, it's so many of them. But you can get a little something, something. You can get your flowers and all kind of stuff over there. Yeah, it's straight down 8 Mile Road. He's not lying. Barbecue also know about the strip clubs down there on 8 Mile Road too. Yeah, they got a lot of strip clubs down there, from the east side to the west side. Mm-hmm. Strip clubs. And I have picked up some of the strippers before as an Uber driver. You know. Yeah. There's a place called Trump's, and there's quite a few other ones too. Yeah, for the strip clubs, right on 8 Mile. Yeah. So yeah, that's Detroit. What else Detroit is known for? Let me see here. Let me see. Detroit, I covered that. Motown, this and that. Let me see here. Soda pop stuff. Oh, potato chips. Potato chips, boy. Barbecue roadkill would know this one. Detroit is also known for its potato chips. You got the better made potato chips, right? Better made potato chips. This is a Detroit original. The factory is still here. Yep, better made. Thank you, bro. Thank you, barbecue. Yeah, that's exactly what how he typed it in the room. You can pull it up online, and you guys can see it for yourself. And the factory is still here in Detroit. It's still here. Better made potato chips. Detroit. I'm trying to think here. What else is Detroit? Carhartt. Carhartt. You know that construction wear that you guys wear? Carhartt is out of Detroit. 1889, I believe. Carhartt been here. I mean, yeah. Shinola. You know the one make the bicycles and the watches and all that stuff? It's out of Detroit. Shinola has they actually have a hotel too, next to the new Hudson Center. Barbecue Roadkill says used to work downtown in the Eastern Market. Right, I know what you're talking about. Down the road from Better Made, exactly. Eastern Market. I mean, yeah, Barbecue Roadkill mentioned about Eastern Market. This was the market, like everybody got a farmer's market. They're bringing their stuff to the Eastern Market to sell it. The farmers, and then if you go there, Roadkill know this. If you go there after a certain time on the weekends where they can't sell it, man, you'll get it pennies on the dollar. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? Yeah, it's true. It's true. The Eastern Market. That's where you want to go. If you're looking for like steaks, chops, ribs, they got you covered. Yeah. Price is right. Yeah, they got you covered. Yep, they really do. I'm trying to think. What else is Detroit said about the potato chips? Barbecue Roadkill says truth and had a good lunch vendors down there. Oh yeah, man, they got some great lunch vendors, man. Yeah, I ate at some of those places right down there, barbecue over there, right where the Eastern Market is. Um, there's a place that sells mussels over there. I can't think of the name of the restaurant, but it's a little place, little spot over there, a little hole in the wall spot. Hmm. They sell good steamed mussels over there. Man, they were good too, man. Woo! I love some mussels. Yeah, but oh yeah, but you got Bert's. Yeah, Bert's Burgers. For you guys that don't know, Detroit, as I mentioned before, is known for its burgers, its slider burgers, and so forth. Bert's Burgers is over there in the Eastern Market area, and they've been around since the 1930s, right? And if you ever go to Burt's, you can get yourself a Burt's burger, Bert, Burt's, apostrophe S, Burt's. That's where you want to go. They also sell like Southern food, smothered pork chops, other type of stuff over there. Detroit has Baker's Keyboard Lounge, which is up there on Livernois and 8 Mile. That's the area if you love old school jazz. A lot of greats have performed there, from Cab Calloway. I believe Miles Davis performed there. There's a lot of greats that have been to Baker's Keyboard Lounge. Baker's Keyboard Lounge is Detroit's it's synonymous to Detroit. If you mention Baker's Keyboard Lounge to a Detroiter, a real Detroiter, they'll know what you're talking about. Baker's. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, Detroit is known for its Coney dogs. It's a hot dog with mustard, onions, chili. Well, actually, a hot dog on a bun with chili, right? Onions and mustard. That is what they call a Coney dog. They also have what they call a loose burger, which is nothing more than a hot dog bun with ground meat, ground beef on there, and you get mustard and onions on there as well too. That's what they call a loose burger. And then you have the chili cheese fries, where you actually have French fries with chili and ketchup, and you can put cheese on that boy too. And yeah, so any Detroiter know what you talk about when you said that I ate at a Coney Island. Downtown Detroit, they have two Coney Island spots. One is called Lafayette Coney Island, and the other one is called All American. It's called All American, I think. No, yeah, yeah, American Coney Island. Those are the two rivals. Two families. They all family, but they also rival with each other. Yeah, and the customers are loyal to which family that could be. Most people like going to Lafayette, to be really honest. You know, I can't really tell the difference between the food taste, to be really honest. I prefer Lafayette myself. What else? You guys may or may not know this. Little Caesar started in Detroit originally. Little Caesar, Mike Itlich. Yeah, Barbecue Roadkill said they both taste great. They do. Mm-hmm. He's talking about Lafayette and American Coney Island. Those two Coney Islands are the stable in Detroit. Downtown Detroit, right on Lafayette and Michigan Avenue, I do believe. That's where you want to go. You want to go there, Coney Island, right? And we just call them Coney Islands. Everybody know, but it's really a greasy spoon diner. But if when you go there, you go there for lunch or dinner or after hours when, after the club, everybody go to Coney Island. That's what you guys want, that's what we do around here. Yeah. Their French fries are excellent. And they never burnt or overcooked. They cook just right. And then you got that squirt bottle of ketchup. Sometimes you can get the cheese on there too, boy. But that's what you want. Detroit has what they call a Verter, which is ginger ale. And they used to have ginger ale floats. You know how you have a root beer float? Well, in Detroit, they have a Verter float. Take the ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and Verters. You got yourself a float. Yeah, beautiful thing. But Detroiters, man, they love their potato chips. They love their soda pop. They love their burgers. And I know a lot of burger places here in Detroit. Let me tell you. Huh, you got some ones that's really good. Really great burgers. Yep, we got some great burgers. I appreciate you guys rocking out tonight. And I said tomorrow, I'm going to do something special in Detroit where we'll do a ride along and kind of show you guys. But you got to be able to see, if you can't be able to get here, I can show off downtown Detroit and other areas of Detroit. You know, we'll go down 5 Mile or Finkel, 6 Mile, 7 Mile, 8 Mile. We're gonna go from downtown Detroit in the hood and out to the suburbs. Mm-hmm. Therefore, you'll better see what Detroit is working with. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Mm-hmm. Yep. You'll check out. Man, they got so many barbecue places here. Yeah, man. They had a place back in the days, and this is for real Detroiters know about this one, right? I kid you not. You know how you know how we have like White Castles, right? There was a burger place called Top Hat. Now this is old school, right? It was called Top Hat Burgers, and I kid you not, Top Hat burgers were far better than White Castle. They was like the little petite little burgers, slider burgers. But one thing about White Castle, I'm sorry, Top Hat had a better taste. I enjoy eating Top Hat over White Castle. Anybody that had a White Castle burger, you have to be careful with White Castle because the onion, the grilled, those foodie fake onions, whatever that is, that's really what give a lot of people gas. You know, if you get it without the grilled onions, then you're good for White Castles. But Top Hat was the best burger in Detroit, one of the best. Top Hat. That's what you wanted. You know, we got Elmer's Burgers on over there on Tireman and Oakman, but theirs are good. They got some good burger. So a lot of the burger places in Detroit from the suburbs, I know where they are. Really, really good burgers. A lot of these places, they only accept cash. Cash only. They will not accept credit card. You gotta have cash. Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's Detroit. I'm trying to think of what else about Detroit. Detroit is known for the floating post office. Where they actually had post offices, and I still think they do, but post offices that was on boats. That's why I call them floating post office here in Detroit. A little history with Detroit, the Underground Railroad and all that other stuff. The church that's over here. Yeah, that's all that's here. That's all that's here in Detroit and things. So yeah, you guys come down to Detroit. There's some history for you over here. And I think we're supposed to have a family reunion here in Detroit. But yeah. Um yeah, founded by Lamont Cadillac. I forgot the actual date. It's in the 1700s for sure. Yeah. Detroit have they used to have Native Americans here in Detroit too, believe it or not. And that's why you'll see like a lot of Indian names. In fact, there's an area downtown Detroit called Indian Village. Anybody know about Indian Village? That area at one time belonged to the natives over there in that area. And when you hear like Pontchartrain, there's a hotel downtown Detroit called the Pontchartrain because originally Detroit was nothing more than a fort city. You know, like you go see like forts, you think of the cavalry, you think of the Union. Well, we had a fort city here. It was a trading post city here. You know, right by the Detroit River, a long time ago. Oh yeah, you say Long John Silver? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Long John Silver. We still have them. Um, Tatia. Yeah, listen, cupcake candy. She was mentioning about the Long John Silver's though. It's a fried seafood place where you can actually get cod fish that's battered up real good. They got like a chain of them, and they sell shrimp, hush puppies, French fries, all seafood. You know, I think they sell chicken too. Yep, but she's right. Long John Silver. Yep, that was like a place back in the days. We had another fish place here in Detroit too, where back in the days, you know how England where they have like the actual cod battered fish on a newspaper and the fries and everything. I forgot the name of that place though. I think it was called Arthur Treacher's or something like that. But they used to sell that hot cod fish, that battered cod fish. And I remember it when we were little. But they went out of business years ago. You know, fish and chip place. Yep, known for its fish and chip. And I'm also going to mention this. You can go to, oh yeah, Addison says, Rosala says, is this a drive-in theater? No, no, it's not. I'm over here at the airport. But it's funny that you mentioned about a drive-in. I'm an Uber driver. I'm just waiting on my next passenger. But it's funny. It does look like a drive-in. I know, right? But I'm gonna tell you, there is a drive-in over here, though. Um, it's called the Ford Wyoming Drive-In. It's like the only one that I know of that is left, where you can still go to a drive-in. Who all ever went to a drive-in? Because we actually still have one here. One of these days, I want to go to a drive-in. I haven't been in a drive-in since I was a kid. I'm gonna be honest. I've been on many dates, but I never actually went on a date at a drive-in. Man, I missed that one. Yeah, I know it looks like a drive-in. You're right. Yeah, you're right about that. Addison. Yeah, yeah. It looks like what's the movie gonna be? Let's go. LOL. I have like 5 minutes. I'm hey, okay. Um, I'm live like 5 minutes. What's your live about? What do you talk about in your live? I'm just curious. I just love doing lives. I like the interaction with people overall. Yeah, I do some video, but yeah, I do live. I like to. I'm sure, like you enjoy the interaction. But all this time, I've been talking about Detroit. The other topic is kind of stale, and I get it. But you can never talk about a city. And every time I rep Detroit, I always get Detroiters come in here because they recognize when I'm driving, they know where the areas that I'm in. You know what I mean? Yeah, real Detroiters know. Mm-hmm. Because we can usually tell when they start mentioning streets and locations. We can usually tell which side of Detroit. If you're from the east side, west side, southwest side Detroit, or the suburbs. You know, when people say they're from Detroit, they don't necessarily mean that they are from Detroit. They could be in a suburb of Detroit and say Detroit too. Now, I don't technically beat nobody across the head about that, but but really they be from like the suburbs sometimes too, which is all good. 'Cause I'm usually everywhere though. But yeah, Detroit, if you ever visit, you got to come here. hmm Mexican town here, Southwest. That's what's up. That's what's up. So she's from Detroit, Southwest. Yeah, I was just over there earlier. I was over there on your side of town. Shoot, we could have went to Fort Wyoming. Yep, I was over there on your side of town. I was right over there. Shoot, I'm down. You know where Ford Road, where it turns into what's the name of that street? There in Springwells. I was over there. My friend stayed off of uh what's that? Cadet Street in this here is Michigan Avenue. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah, McGraw. There we go. Thank you so much. McGraw and Springwells. That's where I go to get my tires. I get my tires over there, on the low low. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she know. Yeah, I keep it on the low. Yeah, that's where I go to get my tires. Um, and then there's let me see. I think it's called the other one's called Armando Tires or something like that. I never went there, but I know about it. I got a friend of mine that's Puerto Rican, and he actually from Southwest side Detroit. I grew up on the west side, but I know about Southwest side Detroit, especially when I go over there for tacos and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Um, Consuelas over there. Yeah, Consuelas. Oh yeah. Yep. I just went over there and got myself something over there from Nicki D's. Yep. I was over there on Michigan Avenue. You know where that church chicken at? Man, yeah, she know all about it. Well, when I represent Detroit, y'all, people come out for Detroit, man. I'm gonna tell you. Yep, she know all about it. Yep, Nicki D's. Yep. And what's the other place? Yeah, cause the church's chicken over there. Yep. Yeah, she know all about it, boy. Yep, I know. Yep, you got like the what else is over there? Yep. You got that. You got the strip clubs over there, women of the night, all that stuff over there. When I just go straight, because you could drive straight down Michigan Avenue all the way to downtown Detroit for those that don't know. Southwest side Detroit is fire when it come down to the tacos and the chimichangas and all the rest of that stuff. Yeah, if you like Mexican food and you visited in Detroit, that's where the taco trucks. Yep, she's right. Yeah, even when I lived in Arizona, um, because they got those hatch chilies out there, right? But the carne asadas though, oh, they were fire though. I lived in an all Mexican community before. Mm-hmm. Where the elote man come out there. And I mean, when I first saw the elote man, I thought it was ice cream. It's just these elotes, they're these it's a corn on a stick that have mayonnaise and seasoning on them. And the guy was selling them out of it looks like an ice cream truck, but it's not. But he'll sell them out of there though. It's the darnest thing ever. If you ever have it in elote, you know what I'm talking about and stuff. But seasoned very well. And what else? Yeah, they've got a place called Filiberto's and all type of hole in the walls. There's a place where you can go. They say it ain't a real Mexican restaurant unless if they're selling menudo up in there, you know? A real Mexican cantina. But I rock with it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. She says there are many man yeah, I know, right? Mm-hmm. Mangy yeah, Adidas, yep. Everywhere. Visit them. Yeah, yeah. You right about that though, you know? You right about that. Oh yeah. You guys, if y'all ever in Detroit, you gotta visit Southwest side of Detroit. All you will see is a bunch of Mexican restaurants. They got markets over there and stuff like that. They got that real good what's it, Coca-Cola that come from Mexico and with the cane sugar. And they got their other soda pop too. Boy, that stuff is sweet. Woo! Help me pronounce it. They call the pronunciation is called mango nadas. Okay, I appreciate you helping me out. Mango nadas. Okay, there we go. That is what's up. Hmm. I gotta get back on my Spanish too, though. I only know a little bit. Un poquito. I only know a little bit. Gracias, por favor. Yeah, I gotta get back up on my Spanish though too. You know, I always seem to have a knack for language. You know, even though I know more Mandarin Chinese, believe it or not. Hmm. I took private lessons. The Spanish would be a breeze for me because I can get a chance to roll my tongue. You know, yeah, through the exercises. Hmm. Yeah, I took the Spanish course for a minute, but yeah, I gotta get back into it. I started picking it up when I was in Arizona. Yeah, but it's not really a hard language to learn. You just gotta work at it. For you fellas or whatever, or vice versa, you will learn the language really fast if you date a Latina or Hispanic. You know, you will pick up the language though fast. That's for sure. Hmm. Only lady I dated half Mexican and half white, but she didn't really know Spanish very well. As they say, language is culture. So, but yeah, I rock with it though. It's all good. You know, every time I show off Detroit, people come. Detroiters just show up and show out, boy. They sure would. I got a lot of friends over there from Southwest side of Detroit, though. When I do my lives, though, they come. They know. You know, I was just over there in Southwest side of Detroit too. I was just over there. Kid you not. All right, brother. I'm headed out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow. You know what? I gotta follow you though. Hold on for a minute. I gotta check out your live too. Hold on for a minute. How do I do this here? All right, I'm gonna have to do this here. What I'm gonna need to do to follow you, cause that's what's up, dog. You about to go live? You say? All right. Cause I do check out other people's channels, believe it or not. Is this what I do? Just follow this? Do I just is your name that I see here? Is this your channel or is this another one? Yeah, I like the vibe. I'd be interested in checking out your live and seeing what you're talking about. Oh yeah. Is this your actual channel?
Yep. Cause yeah. In fact, let me see here. Let's do this here. Um, I gotta let me see here. What is use? Let me see here. Channel activity. Let me see here. I gotta. How do I? Let me see. I gotta try to follow you. You know. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Um, and you've been around for 8 years. That's what's up. I gotta try to follow you on here. All right. I'll figure it out. But I appreciate you showing up. That's great though. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess the topic kind of went wayside today, but that's okay though. That's okay. I've been talking about Detroit for the most part of it though, and every time when I showcase Detroit, and I appreciate the light too. Thank you so much. Every time I showcase Detroit, I'm always going. Somebody from Detroit is gonna always show up because they recognize, like the areas that I am in and stuff like that. And from the east side to the west side, southwest side of Detroit, we don't actually have a south side Detroit. We call Windsor, Ontario, that's south. But you gotta take the bridge or the tunnel to get there because we're divided by the Detroit River. We have Belle Isle too, Belle Isle Island. That's an area that sit between Detroit and Canada. And that's a place in the summertime. People have family reunions, cookouts over there. They go fishing over there at Belle Isle. You got people that ride their bikes. They turn it into a state park right now. And if you get the pass, you can go on there and don't have to pay. I think I got a pass on my license plate. But yeah, that's how you do it. And Addison Rosales, I appreciate you for visiting. Thank you so much. Gracias. Yep. So yeah. But other than that, we're just talking about Detroit. I'm gonna have to change the thing. I'm gonna have to change the title. Calling it Detroit. Yeah. Yeah, but that's it. Talking about that does look like a drive-through. The drive-in. Yeah, we actually have. I think the only drive-in is Fort Wyoming. She knows where it's at. Yeah, Fort Wyoming Theater. When's the last time you guys ever been to a drive-in? Drive-in, huh? Drive-ins, I'm gonna tell you, man. If it wasn't so dark, I would show myself, right? Then I gotta turn the light on. I'm at night. It ain't something that I really want to do, but I guess I've been getting by so far and things. But yeah, and things. So when y'all come to Detroit, man, you guys gotta try the food and stuff. Everybody likes when they come here, though. Chinese food is slapping too. I know some good Chinese food places and things. I know some good buffets. Unfortunately, the buffets don't sell crab legs anymore. Crab legs and seafood is so high, so expensive. That's why they stopped selling it right now. They'll sell it by the pound, but they're not gonna sell it all you can eat, which is a bummer. They used to be able to get it at the casinos too. Motor City on Mondays was seafood night. But I ate a lot of crab in my day though, so I'm good. A lot of crab legs, cracking them legs. Yep. So yeah, a lot of butter sauce. Yep, a lot of lemon. You know. Yep. I'm trying to think. What else with Detroit? Detroit music scene over here. A lot of local talent that have made it. And some of the big ones you guys know, D12, Proof, knew him personally growing up with him before he died and stuff. Knew him personally. Let me see here. You have Eminem, of course, Kid Rock. You have T Grizzly. You have a lot of rappers. Soda Baby, guys are all out of Detroit, you know. So yeah, them guys. Yep. You got 7 Mile area. Yep. So yeah, a lot of those guys. A lot of some of the rappers. Dage, what's her name? Dage Loaf, Detroit. Yeah, yep. A lot of those. Oh yeah, Trick and the Goon Squad can't leave those guys out. Yep. So they're Detroit. Yeah, a lot of Detroit. But I'm glad to see that people came into the live tonight. That's from Detroit, repping Detroit. Every time when I talk about Detroit, it happens. I'm gonna do that tomorrow though for sure. You're gonna see me with that camera, man. We're gonna ride around, show Detroit, show that Ford Theater. Yep. But it's all good. Detroit has a large black population still, and things. When you start going into Detroit, like over here on the west side of Detroit, east side too, a large population. There was an area in Detroit called Black Bottom. For those that may not know, Black Bottom was an annex off area of Detroit, and that was where the blacks were. That was around in the turn of the century, 1930s, before it was destroyed. They built a highway here in Detroit through a lot of Detroit neighborhoods, which killed the e-commerce. And with the fumes from the cars and all that, that's why a lot of people here have asthma. You know, but little history about Detroit. But Black Bottom, Hastings Street, these areas were predominantly areas where the blacks were in that area. And I guess you could call it like it was like a Black Wall Street, because due to segregation, the blacks couldn't venture out in the suburbs. They were like sundown towns, even here in Detroit. Because if you go to Dearborn originally was like an Anglo-Saxon white suburban area of Detroit headed west. Dearborn. Dearborn originally, way before like Middle Eastern people migrated here, it was predominantly white and Jewish. And you could not, there was one time if you were like a minority group, especially if you were black, and that's why they called them sundown towns, you had to leave before sundown. Heaven forbid if you were black and caught out there after sundown. And the police, yeah, it wasn't a pretty thing though. I appreciate the likes, by the way, but let's give you a little history. And Dearborn was also, Henry Ford. He had the Model T. The Ford Motor Company in Highland Park, Michigan. And I believe that plant is still over there, by the way. That's why when you come down here in Detroit, there's history here. There's the Ford Museum, where I have gone to. Greenfield Village, that's like a step back in time when you go there. And yeah, you want to check that stuff out. The Detroit Science Center, Detroit Institute of Art. Yeah, you want to check those places out when you can, as far as with Detroit. But Dearborn, what else about Dearborn? Henry Ford moved his plant to Dearborn, right? And what he also started doing is that blacks didn't start working for Henry Ford until I want to say probably by 1930s, probably in 1930s, 1940s. It was called the Great Migration to the North. So what Henry Ford wanted is that he was looking for, excuse me, workers to work for him in the plant, and he commissioned out like workers from the South. So you had whites and blacks migrated up here to the north to work in Henry Ford's plant. And this is why you see like a lot of blacks. It was called the Great Migration to the North and things like that. So yeah, so a little bit of history about Detroit in regards to that. So a lot of blacks and whites, Irish, Polish, because we have Hamtramck, Michigan is the city of Polish settlers, immigrants, I should say. Not settlers, but immigrants that's over there in Hamtramck, Michigan, right? Joseph Combo and all that. That was a large Polish area at one time, and things. But over time and over, I would say with the immigration, where more Middle Eastern people started coming here and they started going to Hamtramck, and the Polish people moved out. But originally it was called Polish Town or Pole Town, right over there in Hamtramck. There is some Polish people still there. The place called Kielbowski sausage? That's Polish sausage over there, right? So Kowalski, I'm sorry. Kowalski obviously is a Polish sausage, right? And the factory is still there. Kielbasa, Kowalski is the actual factory. Excuse me. Jay says, I went to church for years, but I only learned one thing good. So you can blame it on Jesus because he said, love thy neighbor. That's what's up. Buttered sausage is what Copo said for. Yeah, butter. Yeah, yeah, man. They got Polish sausages, Polish bakery. What else? Pierogies. Man, those pierogies, man, that's just like a little pillow of goodness, man. And those little little pie things there, they call pierogies. Yeah, Polish got some good things though too, and not so much Polish town anymore though. Right over there is a lot of people from Yemen and other Middle Eastern people there. It's not like how it used to be where you could go and things. They had their own neighborhoods and stuff. The neighborhoods are there now. You have more people from Yemen there now. But Yemen have some very, very good food too, man. Yemenis, the Middle Eastern food and stuff like that. Yeah, they got some good food, man. I have had a lot of Middle Eastern food and things like that, and that's what makes America so great because you got a little bit of everybody. Whether from, a little bit of everybody that come over here to America and stuff, and you know, and Detroit is no exception, by the way. Thank you for the like, I appreciate it, man. They got all kind of stuff over here, man, in Detroit. I just love talking about Detroit because I've been here ever since I was 3 years old. I'm still considered a native, but yeah, Detroit is always gonna be special in my heart, no matter where I live at. I'm just trying to get somewhere warmer now as I get older. But Detroit, man, I still come back and still visit and things like that. Yeah, it's always gonna be home though. I'm gonna tell y'all this: back in the days, right, in the late '70s and the early '80s, man, when I was a little kid, my stepfather used to take me and my brother. Um, People from Detroit know these old theaters, and they're still here. It was the Madison, it was the Adams Theater, then you had the Fox Theater, and the Fox Theater is still here as well too. But a lot of these theaters we used to go to and watch the karate movies back in the days, We would watch Bruce Lee and the other Bruce Lee dude. We always called him Bruce Lee, but we'll watch like Sammo Hung, Jackie Chan, Drunken Master, all this stuff. That was like the spot to go. Like we'll do it like on Saturdays, right? And things. So Saturday, we'll go there around Saturday around I would say around noon or 1 p.m., 1:30 when the movie start. And my stepfather would take us up there, then we'll watch the movies, right? And then when we watch the movies, after we finish watching the karate movies, we watched Game of Death with Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, you name it. We was watching all these like kung fu movies, right? And Shaolin and all this stuff. The 36 Chambers, are you kidding me? 36 Chambers Part 2. What's that? Oh man, the other one. Something Fist of the Red Dragon or something like that. But we watched a lot of those type of movies, right? Over here in Detroit. Back in the days. Some of you guys from Detroit know what I'm talking about. So little fellas, he would take us over. Then we'll go ahead and have like either Burger King or McDonald's back in the days. And that was a real treat back in those days. Because we didn't eat Burger King and McDonald's like how people eat it today. It was like a treat, like once a week. Burger King and McDonald's. That's what's the two, man. And, as a kid, the Whopper sandwich was like huge. Because I remember I couldn't even eat it all back then. I would eat like half of it, right? Put the rest in the refrigerator, right? But good old days, man. Good days. Like sitting back here watching these old karate movies, these kung fu movies and stuff. Man, it was impactful, man. But yeah, man, that was like the things though, watching old kung fu movies. You had to be, and some of you guys may have shared the tradition, I'm sure, But I was a big fan of karate movies from Bruce Lee and all the rest of them, right? You name it, yeah, we watched it. Even when that ninja stuff was still coming out, Shokushugi and all the rest of them, we used to watch that. Cynthia Rothrock and let me see here. There was Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chuck Norris. Are you kidding me? Good Guys Wear Black, the Octagon, the Power of One or something like that. Yeah, man. All those Chuck Norris movies that we used to watch. This is like back in the 80s. But yeah, man. So yeah, Detroit, man. We was watching it, man. Jim Kelly. We saw that over at the Fox, or the Madison or the Adams. Excuse me. So yeah, so that's the little history about Detroit and stuff. The Fox Theater is Detroit's finest entertainment. They renovated the Fox Theater a long time ago, and they brought it back to its grace and glory. If you're ever here in Detroit, the Fox Theater, like Nutcracker, they'll have like plays and shows, Broadway type stuff will be over there. We got the Jim's Theater. Yeah, Detroit. When it comes down to stuff like that, we have the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. If you like that type of stuff, which I do, I like classical music, but Detroit is a place where you want to go for that as well. The Detroit Museum is where you want to go as well too if you're visiting here in Detroit. We got Detroit Zoo and things like that. So yeah, we got some things here, attract places. It ain't California, but but I would recommend anybody to go to the Ford Museum. If you ever come to Detroit, you must go to the Ford Museum. That's where you can spend a day in the Ford Museum. That's where you want to go. Ford Museum is where you want to go. You can spend a whole day in the Ford Museum. If you go to the village, Greenfield Village, it's like a step back in the 18th century. People walk around with the traditional 18th century garments on and everything. They speak a little different, like they were in the 1800s, but that's called the Greenfield Village, which is next to Ford Museum. That's where you want to go, which is owned by Henry Ford. He owned that area as well too, where you can actually get a chance to glimpse back into time and see some things as well too. You can spend a whole day over there if you come here to Detroit. What else is Detroit known for, man? I'm trying to see here. Um, they have a place. They have a steakhouse in the David Whitney building, I believe it is. It's supposed to be haunted. That's what people say and things like that. If you go up in there, I never went up in there though, but people have always said that the place is haunted. We have another burger place which is called the Red Coat Tavern. Detroiters know about the Red Coat Tavern. Red Coat Tavern is a bar. It's actually, I'm sorry, not a bar, it's an actual restaurant. It's supposed to be the Cadillac of burgers. If you're a burger lover, you want to go to the Red Coat Tavern. That's where you want to go. Red Coat Tavern, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you want to go. Red Coat Tavern. Um, that's the place that you go for the Cadillac of burgers here in Detroit. But I think I have covered everything. I thank you for the likes today too, even though I know I didn't get into the topic that I really wanted to get into, but that's okay. That's all right. But we kind of talked about Detroit, covered a lot of things about Detroit today, though. Even though I didn't get a chance to get into the other topic, but we got into Detroit today. That's okay. Um, yeah, I may as well dedicate this to Detroit. It's always been home for me, and a lot of people show up that's from Detroit or are still living here, because when I'm driving around, they recognize, oh yeah, I know where that is. Oh, that's he's over there. See, that's how Detroit. You know your place, right? I can say if I'm over here driving somewhere in the South, you guys will feel the same way. So yeah, so I've been repping Detroit, and Detroit has always been home. Hello, Detroit. You warm my heart. Only a Detroiter would know that song. You know what I mean? Yep, they know that stuff. Better Made Potato Chips, Fago Soda, Town Club Soda. They know this stuff, right? That grew up in Detroit. They know it. This is like the heart of it all here. Verner's, ginger ale. We don't drink Canadian Dry around here. We drink Verner's and stuff like that. So Detroit has its own unique personality for the city here in Detroit as well too. Even though it's accented, or actually say a French background with a lot of the streets like Gratiot, Beaubien, Shane, all these areas that is have French influence, So yeah, but yeah, thank you once again for being a part of my live as I dwindled down. A lot of people showed up. We talked a lot about Detroit. I didn't get into the Democrat thing though, but that's all. That's all good. Do you guys really think that the Democrats are gonna pull it out, or because like I said before earlier, I truly believe that the MAGA Republicans right now are the new Democrats, because a lot of Democrats and a lot of liberals have came on the other side though. So before I go, we could talk about it real quick and things, and you tell me what you think in things. Do you think that the Democrats have pretty much sealed, because they're not the same Democrats? You got to admit, they are not the same old Democrats that many people were used to dealing with from the Kennedys in the '60s. They're not the same group of people anymore. They are so far left, so far progressive with their so far leftist type of policies, though, too. So people really don't identify with a lot of their shrewd policies and stuff like that. So that's what the topic was originally, but I didn't get a chance to. I got a chance, but I guess I got on a tangent, or I got on a roll about talking about Detroit and stuff like that. So I think that's what ended up happening. I seem to have picked up more of an audience when I was over there at Nicki D's early today. They're talking about politics though. But I said I was gonna start doing that more to show you guys Detroit. So that way, if you ever decide to come to Detroit, hopefully I'll be a good influence for you. Sharing a lot of restaurants and sharing some other things about Detroit. And some of you guys may have learned some things too that I've been talking about, telling you about Detroit. Yeah, one of the few places here, man. It's definitely a unique city. It's a unique city. We don't have a subway system like Chicago or New York. We don't have mass transit system and things like that. So a little fact for you: the reason that we don't have a mass transit system here in Detroit, because the Big Three blocked it a long time ago. It was actually the Big Five, because you also had GM, Ford, right? Chrysler originally, and then you had AMC, which is American Motor Company, and then there's one more. I'm trying to think of the other one, but it was actually five, I believe. But American Motors, you know. So they were the ones that made that ugly Gremlin. Y'all remember that Gremlin, the Ambassador? That was another car they made. The Gremlin, the Ambassador, and I believe they made the Pacer too. And man, those were some ugly looking cars. Anybody that been around in the 70s, you know what I'm talking about American Motors. They made some ugly cars, man. American Motors, man, the cars was ugly. That Gremlin, I wasn't a fan of. I never been a fan of the Ambassador. I never been a fan of the Pacer. I never liked them cars though. Man, it was ugly. The Pacer reminded me something out of the Jetsons. It was more glass in the car and bubble shape too, man. It was an ugly car. In fact, if you were to type in AMC on the Google and type in Pacer, you will see what I'm talking about. It is an ugly car. It was the ugliest car in the history. In fact, it was so ugly that it beat out the Gremlin by far. The Gremlin wasn't really that bad looking over the Pacer. Man, that was an ugly car, man, the Pacer, man. And there's another one they had called the Ambassador. That was an ugly car by AMC too. I think it was called the Big Four. Yeah, it was the Big Four, not the Big Five, but the Big Four. Before it was the Big Three. But one of the companies, I think Chrysler bought out AMC. One of them bought them out, and that's why we became the Big Three instead of the Big Four. Almost somebody family member worked for the automotive industry, whether it's Ford, Chrysler, or GM. That is one of the highest paid jobs back in those days, living here in Detroit in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. You know, you were working there, you were making very, very good money back in those days, though. Making OT, making like $20, $30 an hour back in those days, that was a beautiful thing, man. Back in the 80s and the 70s, shoot, man, they were doing pretty darn good for themselves, man. Retire out 40 years in there or whatever like that, though, when they get their bonuses. A lot of them was homeowners and stuff like that. Yeah, they were rolling. Then we had Motown as well too. You know, as I said, the Temptations, all of them are from here. You know, David Ruffin and all those guys. You guys know the history, I'm sure. But yeah, they were all here. Stevie Wonder, you know. Yep, Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. They came up here from Indiana though. Gary, Indiana. You know, but yeah. But yeah, I enjoy talking about Detroit, you know, and things like that, though. I had a lot of Detroiters that came in today, too. That's what's up, man. So I am going to continue talking positively about Detroit, because it's a place that you guys may not visit here. If you ever get a chance, come to Detroit. Come over here. You'll be well welcome and stuff like that. And it's a sports town. That way, you guys can be able to check out a Red Wings game, Pistons game, baseball game, or basketball. You know, all four clubs are downtown Detroit. So it ain't no extra driving like back in the days. Everybody is downtown Detroit where they belong. So all that revenue Detroit is getting, that's why Detroit is looking so good. Yep. Yeah, we got a trolley. That trolley been here since I want to say 2016, 17. Yeah, we got a trolley here in Detroit as well too. It's called a Q line, and all you gotta do is get on there, and it'll take you from downtown Detroit up to Midtown and then back around again. I hear that they're supposed to expand it, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it's a beautiful thing though, man. I really enjoyed talking to you all, and things. Some of you that came in on the live, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I appreciate the likes as well too, and stuff like that. I didn't really get a chance to get into the politics of it all, as far as with the Democrats. I guess it really doesn't matter at this point, in regards to that. But it's always good to want to talk about, you know, as far as what people, where they coming from, where they think, what they think, I should say, you know. But yeah, I think right now the MAGA Republicans are going to be definitely here to stay, and things versus the Democrat progressives. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Other than that, yeah, yeah, I would like to have gotten more feedback, but that's okay. I totally understand though. You know, it is late. It's going on 1 a.m. and stuff like that. So I'm going to, man, ain't you got a ride yet, huh? Am I still on? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah, so we should see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. Yeah, she'll be getting something pretty soon, though. A lot of times on the weekend, it slows down a little bit, and it picks back up on Sunday. Yep, so I really enjoyed you all, though, that's for sure. Coming on and stuff, and, you know, maybe I should talk more about Detroit. There's so much stuff to talk about Detroit. I'm going to get the dates of when it was founded next time. Yeah, I think that was good. I've always been a history buff, so, yep. You can even pull up Lamont Cadillac. Pull him up, and, yeah, it came from France. Came over here to what we call Detroit area, though. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we used to have the Pontiac Indians, Pontchartrain Indians, Chippewas over here, Potawatomi Indians. Let me see here. I'm not for sure about the Iroquois, maybe. But a lot of Native Indian territory is over here in Detroit, because it used to be a fort city, a fort, trading post fort, you know, and things like that. So, and you know, the forts and stuff like that to kind of keep the Indians out, because they weren't welcome here on and all that stuff. You know the history. I don't need to go into all that again. You know. Yeah. So, but other than that, yeah, that is pretty much it. You'll see a lot of French names with Detroit, like Gratiot. You know, that's French. Shane, that's French. Beaubien, that's French. Yep. So you'll start seeing a lot of street names with French words as well to it. Looks like I got for ride here. Yep. So there we go. Yep. Let me see here. Is this let me see. Is that an XL? So that's an XL. So yeah, the students are coming back from spring break. So it's about to get real busy here for this weekend. Yeah, they'll be coming back tonight. Now that it's Saturday morning, they'll be coming back tonight, tomorrow, Monday, I believe up until Wednesday. So A lot of the students had spring break. One of my passengers told me she was going to Machu Picchu, over there in Peru. I said, oh, that's pretty neat. Never been to Machu Picchu. But yeah, the Peruvians. I want to peruse Peru. Yeah, check that out over there. Bring my camera. Check it out. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, though. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna go and pick up these students and stuff like that, and take them back to the university, drop them off and things. So yeah, as an Uber driver, I'm gonna have to do something special about that too, because I've been doing it for so long. Yeah, it's interesting though. Picking up a lot of passengers and stuff like that, picking them up, dropping them off. Yeah, you meet a lot of characters and a lot of interesting people. I'm gonna tell you though, you meet a lot of interesting people though, and there's some stories though. I'm gonna tell you this: the women, people think the guys have interesting stories. Let me tell you, as an Uber driver, you know who have interesting stories are the women. If you get an Uber, ask your female passengers. And I'm gonna tell you, some of the female the female drivers. Ask your female drivers. They have a very interesting story to tell you about being an Uber driver. Now, I know some females that drive as well, and they out here getting the bag. And let me tell you, but one of my friends told me about a driver that was a female, and she was attractive. And she had a young guy, I think he was in his 20s. He was a young guy. He was sitting in her back seat on the passenger seat. And all I'm gonna say is that he was pleasing himself in her back seat with his pants down. This was real. And I said, damn. So yeah, she said that she had to report him, and she had to get a cleaning fee out of him. Because not only that he relieved himself, but let's say that he discharged himself right on her back seats. I kid you not. And it's stories like that you will hear. But really, the women do that more so. When there's a woman driver, she's like from being average looking, maybe a little below average and up, she's gonna get hit on. Women Uber drivers always get hit on, all the time. Especially if you're doing the bar scene. It don't matter if it's during the daytime, evening, at night. Now, you don't see a lot of women driving at night as an Uber driver because it's pretty obvious. This is a dangerous line to work when you really think about it. This is why, the most of the time you're gonna see women drivers, you're gonna see them. Oh yeah, did I miss your? Oh yeah, did I miss your? Hold on, I didn't mean to ignore you. Hold on, let me read your thing here. Oh yeah, Dan the Corn Man. Hey, he live again. Yeah, I came back though, Dan the Corn Man. I was over here talking about things in regards to as an Uber driver. Everybody want to know, like, what's some of the things that people have witnessed as an Uber driver. I didn't get a whole lot of conversation about the Democratic thing, so I started talking about Detroit. Now I'm talking about, being as far as an Uber driver, man. I'm gonna tell you this, Dan, the corn man. It's very interesting being an Uber driver, to say the least. Say the least, man. It's it's different. But you can make some money. Yeah, but I am back. I've been back for a little while, actually. But yeah, I've been talking more about Detroit, and that's about the politics tonight. But yeah, I enjoyed having you on, though, man. It's been cool. It's been real cool, though, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to go pick up these college kids and drop them off. But yeah, man, they Ann Arbor is a very liberal town too. This area is very, very blue, very, very liberal, and things like that. So, You're about to pick them up and drop them off, so they may not. I don't get into politics with my passengers, though. It ain't a good idea. Some of them engage me with it, and they end up giving me a low rating. I had that happen before. I had one woman, man, she was triggered. I had a few of them that were triggered, man. They were triggered. They were triggered. When they see like a black man, like, you're supporting Trump, how dare you? What's wrong with you? Don't you know he's racist and all this other stuff? Yeah, they really don't know how to handle that, man. Yeah, they'll be okay though. Yep, they'll be okay. So yeah, man, I'm en route right now to go pick up these passengers, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up, take them over here, drop them off at the university, you know, because they're coming back from their spring break stuff, you know. I never really did spring break as when I was a teenager, like in school and everything. Yeah, I never did spring break. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and picking them up, you know, and I'm going ahead on to end this live too. You guys been great, man. I enjoy having you guys on and things like that. Dan the Corn Man, yeah, I appreciate you coming on as well. Yeah, we had a great conversation. And for those that are from Detroit or not, I thank you guys, and hopefully this ain't gonna be your last time, you know, checking me out, you know. So, yep, I can see them right now in true fashion. Let me go ahead and get them and drop them off. But yeah, other than that, you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next live. There they are right here. I can tell them by them looking at me right now. All right, I'm just gonna go over here, just trying to let them know. Yep, and I'm gonna drop them off. Yeah, they ordered the XL ride. Yep, so this person is not supposed to be, you're supposed to be pulled over like the rest of them. You're blocking traffic. See, this is the stuff when they don't follow the rules, so they mess it up for everybody. Yeah, look at this foolishness. This guy trying to back up. Look at this craziness. Yep. Oh, man. Yeah. They ain't got no choice. All right. Hey, guys. All right. Hey, guys. Yeah, you can load up in the back. You can load up in the back.
Load,
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Can we put a seat down? We have some long stuff.
Yeah, you can put some, yeah, put the seat down. All right, guys. It's about to go down, though, so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this live, though. Wish I could do the live and have some people in here, but private, you know, privacy and confidentiality, you know how that go. All right, guys. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the next live. Peace and chicken grease.